Hello everyone, I am Rahul Shrivastava and welcome to the course of Advanced Embedded System Design, and today we are going to discuss on current and voltage. So the objective of this video, so we will be learning the calculation of current flowing in a circuit. We'll try and understand the current division rule, and we'll understand the current and voltage division rule. So we'll start our discussion with the current calculation. So suppose I have this battery, right, and I connect the battery with a resistor, right, in this way. Right, so let's assign some value. So suppose the value of this battery is 9 volt, right. The upper terminal is the positive terminal of this battery and the small terminal is the negative terminal of this battery. Say the value of this resistance R, so let's just call it R1, and the value of this resistance is, let's say, 1 kilo ohm. Now I need to calculate the current which is flowing through this circuit, and let's say the current is I. So I is calculated as, I will be simple Ohm's law, V by R. So I will be, what is the voltage we have here? The voltage is 9 volt and the resistance which is connected to it, R1 resistance, is 1 kilo ohm. So the current will be 9 milliampere, right? It's quite easy. What I did is the application of simple Ohm's law. So let's just try and make things a little more complicated. So let's say I have a battery, I have this resistance R, right. I'll take one more resistance, this one, okay, and if I connect all these three components together, then what will happen? Let's find out, right. So this is my circuit. Let's assign some value to it. So let's say the battery which is connected here is of 9 volt. The resistance here, let's assign this, let's say this is my resistance R1, and let's assign the value to 1 kilo ohm. We have another resistance, let's just call it R2, and let's say the value of this resistance is 2 kilo ohm. Now I need to calculate the current which is flowing in this circuit, and let's just call it I. So what will be I? Now I will be simple Ohm's law. So I will be voltage divided by the two resistance. So the first resistance is R1 and the second resistance is R2. This is how I can be calculated in this particular circuit. So the voltage here is 9 volt. The value of R1 is 1k plus the value of R2 is 2k. So I will be 9 by 3k, and that will be 3 milliamperes, right. So that is how we can calculate current in a circuit. So let's take the discussion further and we'll try and understand the current division rule. So let's say I have two resistances. So this is my first resistance. I'll take one more copy of this resistance, right, and now these two resistance are connected in parallel, right, and let's say the current flowing here is I, right? The current which is flowing through this resistance, let's just call this resistance R1, and let's just assign some value, so let's say it is 1K. And let's just call this other resistance R2, and let's say its value is 2K. Now the current flowing through this R1 resistance, let's just call it IR1, and the current flowing through this resistance R2, so let's just call it IR2. Now I need to calculate, this will be IR2. So I want to calculate the current flowing through this R2 resistance, and this can be calculated with the current division rule, right? So we are discussing on this current division rule, right? So the current division rule is IR2. Now IR2 will be the total current, which is I, right, divided by the resistance of opposite branch, which in this case is I multiplied by the resistance of opposite branch, which in this case is R1, divided by total resistances. So the total, there are two resistances connected in this circuit, and that is R1 plus R2, right? So let's assign some value to this I, and let's say this I is 3 milliamperes. So IR2 will be I, which is 3 milliamperes multiplied by R1. So R1 is 1K divided by R1, right, which is 1K plus R2, which is 2K, right? So IR2 will be 3 milliampere multiplied by 3K will be 3 divided by 1K plus 2K, that is 3K. So IR2 will be 1 milliampere. So the current flowing through this resistance R2, IR2 will be 1 milliampere, right? Now similarly we can calculate the current which is flowing through IR1. So IR1 will be I multiplied by the value of opposite resistance, which in this case is R2, divided by total resistance, which is R1 plus R2. IR1, so I here is 3 milliampere, so 3 milliampere multiplied by R2 here is 2K divided by R1 plus R2, so R1 is 1K and R2 is 2 kilo ohm, right? So IR1 can be calculated as 3 multiplied by 2 will be 6, and milliampere multiplied by kilo is 6, right? Now 1 plus 2K is 3K, so IR1 will be 2 milliampere. Now the Kirchhoff's current law, KCL, says that the total incoming current is always equal to the total outgoing current. So the incoming current is 3 milliampere, the outgoing current R1 is 2 milliampere, and the current R2 is 1 milliampere. So 2 plus 1 is 3 milliampere, which is this, right? The simple way of calculating this IR1 is, we already calculated this IR2. So IR1 will be I minus IR2, I is 3 milliampere and IR2 is 1 milliampere as we have calculated. So IR1 is 2 milliampere. So this is the current division rule, right? So try out a few examples on it, right? Make a few examples on your own, and then it will be a lot easier, right? So the next thing that we can learn from here is the voltage division rule. So I'll erase all this, right? And let's start our discussion on the voltage division rule, right? So let's see, here is my battery, right? So this is my battery, and let's say I have this resistance R, right? And I have another copy of one more resistance, this, and I'll take one more copy of this resistance here, and I'll make the circuit connections this way, right? And I'll connect these three resistances together. Okay, so let's assign some values to these variables. So let's just call this is VR, or this V is, this battery is of 9 volt. Now let's just call this resistance R1 and I'll assign some value. Let's say it is 1 kilo ohm. The value of this second resistance is R2, and let's say it is of 2 kilo ohm. Similarly, we have another resistance here. Let's just call this resistor R3, and let's see the value of this resistance is 3 kilo ohm, right? Now the voltage here is 9 volt. I want to calculate the voltage at this point. So let's just call this point, the voltage at this point is VR2. So VR2 is the voltage from this point to the ground terminal or the negative terminal of battery, right? Similarly, the voltage here, let's just call this voltage is VR3, and VR3 is the voltage from this terminal, the upper terminal of this R3 resistance, to ground, right? So how we can calculate these two voltage levels, VR2 and VR3? So we'll start with VR2. Current voltage division rule will help us in this. So VR2 will be the total voltage, which is V, let's say, multiplied by the resistance which are connected from this VR2 terminal to the ground terminal. So the resistances which are connected from this terminal is R2 and R3. So we'll add these two resistances, R2 plus R3, and we'll divide this complete value with the total resistances connected across the V voltage that is connected across the battery. So the total voltages, so the total resistances is R1 plus R2 plus R3, right? So VR2 is input voltage, which is 9 volt, which is V, multiplied by R2 resistance plus R3 resistance divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3. So this is how we can calculate the VR2 voltage. So the value will be VR2 will be 9 multiplied by R2, so R2 is 2K, plus R3 which is 3K, divided by R1 which is 1K, plus R2 which is 2K, plus R3 which is 3K, right? So VR2 will be 9 into 3 plus 2 is 5, so 45 divided by 3 plus 3 is 6, right? And the K will cancel from the numerator and denominator. So 45 by 6 is 7.5. So VR2 is 7.5 volts. Right, now I want to calculate the voltage across this R3 resistance, and that voltage is VR3. So current division rule will come to our rescue, right? So VR3 will be total voltage V multiplied by the resistance in which we are interested in, and in this case it is R3, divided by total resistance connected in the circuit, so which is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So VR3 will be 9 volt multiplied by R3 which is 3 here, divided by R1 plus R2 plus R3, so 1K plus 2K plus 3K. So VR3 will be 9 into 3, that is 27, divided by 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6K, right? The K will cancel from the numerator and the denominator, so here it is 3K, 9 volt into 3K divided by 6K. So 27 by 6, so we'll calculate it. 27 by 6 is 4.5. So VR3 is 4.5 volts, right? So the voltage VR3 is 4.5 volt. The voltage VR2 is voltage across R2 plus voltage across R3, and that is VR2, right? So the voltage from this terminal VR2 to the ground terminal is 7.5 volt. The voltage from this point VR3 to the ground terminal is 4.5 volt. Now what must be the voltage across VR1, right? So please pause the video and find out what is the voltage across this R1 resistance. So I hope you must have calculated it. The voltage across R1 resistance, the only across R1 resistance is total voltage, that is 9 volt, minus the voltage from this terminal to ground, which is 7.5 volt. So the voltage across this R1 resistance, let's just call it VR1 only, right? Because this is the voltage across R1 only, and that will be 9 minus 7.5, and that is 1.5 volts, right? So the voltage across R1 is 1.5 volt, the voltage from this terminal to ground is 7.5 volt, and the voltage from this terminal to ground terminal is 4.5 volts, right? So in conclusion, what we have learned today, so we have understood the how to calculate current in a circuit. We learned to this current division rule, and we have understood the voltage division rule, right? So that's all for now. Thanks a lot guys, have a great day ahead.